jakby imitacji też tego dźwięku przyrody, w której zmierzyłem wtedy, kiedy to wszystko się działo, czyli chodzenia po prostu po lesie, po liściach, gdzieś imitowania też instrumentami dźwięku, film recording.
We switch to English.
Yeah, sorry. So this brings me closer to like sort of reinterpreting on electroacoustic environment the sounds of the environment that were surrounding me during the moment of building this setup. Yeah, this snare drum is not very resonant, I have to say. Some things I can't achieve with it. Maybe because it's without a stand. And around the stand, usually when it's on the stand, you know, it's more resonant than the table. Yeah.
Transmisja leci, to o to chodzi.
So yeah, I tried imitating like field recording sounds and nature sounds that are surrounding me with a bit of these different loops. So well, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's very interesting if you take the analog mixer and just try to play with EQ. Because every object, I guess, has a lot to offer if you equalize it properly, which is maybe not the regular way, but usually when people are doing mixes in the studio, they say you don't take out what's not there, but you just take other things down and then make the whole thing louder. But actually. To find the sounds within each object that are there, but maybe are super quiet. But also, like the equalizer itself, when you just like overdrive specific frequencies, becomes a sort of a modulator, yeah, like an effective simple one, but quite rich. So,
Powinieneś mieć asystenta, który ci będzie czytał.
Yeah. The other thing is that another primitive device that brings a lot of joy is the naked cable, which with the proper use of equalizer, even without touching, is giving a lot of fun. Great bass device. And if, for example, you use LFO with that, you can get quite wobbly sounds. Bass synthesizer that you can get around 20, but broken ones you can yeah, so that's something. What else do we have here? Yeah, so recently, because of this scholarship that actually brought me here, even though this scholarship is still not, I'm mentioning this fact on every place I go, because this is quite important. I have this scholarship which brings me here and which is supposed to pay for this whole thing, but it's still not on my account, even though we are doing this for 4 months already. That's how wonderful is to live in our country, which I love. I started building this panel, which is also controlling all the engines, because before I said that I am the best sequencer for myself, but then I wanted to use mechanics as primitive sequencers. That's, for example, a sequencer. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. It's like a mechanical stick that you can punch control. I made it mostly to be able to do like some But then, as this effect came out, that because it's an electric engine and it's an electromagnetic condenser, you can get an oscillator. You can also put this wherever and let it be one sequencer. You can take the other one, for example, and this box, which was supposed to protect the vibrating engines, actually is a very good bass drum and bass box. That way you get instant.
Dają radę.
We can dance for a while.
Let's dance.
Of course, you can use this. If you get a different end, the material. Yeah, with contact mics, the quality of the instrument doesn't matter that much, I have to say. But the material that the object that is playing and the object that is played is very important. The most acoustic of the materials I would recommend are metal, wood, and ceramics until now. But maybe some other, maybe plastic plates. You can change these. For example, this one. I'm also using it for a quite short time, so there is, I think, much to discover. Like, for example, this is touching the knob and it shouldn't. But then it also makes a sound. That's another thing. But it shouldn't touch it. But then when it does, it just something else. I already have this idea that because they are all quite even, and probably if you would cut them in different lengths, or they would not be in equal distance to each other, then you get more interesting rhythms. But I didn't come to that point yet. There is also one like this. And then, to make it even more complicated, I have honored to operate these kind of cranes that were 3D printed, especially for this. These are like small. And the question is, wouldn't it be possible to just play this with sticks? And
Please explain it. It's more carefully, those devices, because
it's just
really...
you can see these are also, they can be attached magnetically, but also some of them are screwed.
And you control them by buttons.
Yeah, it's controlled
like a keyboard. Yeah, they're like a keyboard, but it's like a keyboard controlling a mechanical object with the...
like you can play it. You could play it with sticks, with probably with maybe metal heads. But then found it a few times in my life that when you change the interface that you play, you change the way you think about the music you create, and also the dynamics is completely different. This one is, for example, broken already, but it gives us the additional the additional sound. So yeah, the whole lesson here is that I guess I will say it once more. If Marek thought that if some incidents like breaking of this thing is broken already come on our way, we just roll with
All
it. We will
broken
just
things and
roll with it.
mistakes are getting really new qualities.
Yeah, so that's another panel, and then here I still don't use it fully because there's no more space in this board. This is the panel for and this is for market because the screen is kind of loud. So you got another sequence, and then another one. I can hear the compression, for example. When you play this bass, the compression makes the whole thing go up. And we got pressure.
Dobra, jest okej,
Of course, you can. What else is here? To make it even more complicated, I have a video of modulators like a granulator with which you can just make sound. sound particular. Analyzer, if you make that's what the analyzer is, just a delay to be honest, a very short one. And sampling quite quickly. Here you can choose the speed of sampling of each element. It's all on send, so I can send specific parts to this effect or to this effect, and it comes back to the mixer. So when the analyzer goes fast, you can make cool bass sounds with it. There is like, where's my code of that one? It's here somewhere. Yeah, it's good to have a piezo mic. That's how it looks. I soldered it by myself, as you can see it, and then use warm glue to just keep it together. Always nice to have one to put on things. This also works interesting with going back to the feedback. Sorry, this one is nice. I want to do everything part by part, but just skipping. Sorry. Put it on a flat surface. Change. It's also a nice key. And I mean, the feedback from the snare and the feedback from the board, you have to mix between channels. Sorry, I'm being a bit messy with that. Because it's not my usual setup to be standing like this, so I'm getting kind of lost. Yeah, I highly recommend. Now it's just a case of like, so you have to finish it, but then the flat surface changes everything. Yeah. So, I like, but I'm, that person of very different.
No,
So now,
that's the delay of webcast,
Yeah.
after seconds.
So I don't know. That's I guess that's it. I mean, there is also another interesting thing of the tiger. That we can try. I didn't show you this noise, but it's just sort of another noise, way to make noise. That was actually super expensive for comparing to that we achieved this super cheaply, and then this basically like the same. It was like 500 euro. I don't know why, but I have it. So, so for you, for the first time. Crazy trombone. Yeah, I like it now. So I guess and I don't know. Usually I'm playing something at the end, which is I don't know. Marek said we don't do the concert.
No właśnie, to jest dalej aktualny temat. Ale to o której? Pół godziny przerwy i gramy koncert. Nie?
No, I think we can do it now. I think we can do it now because, to be honest, if you're satisfied with, if you have any questions, maybe. Oh yeah, that's the part on the workshop that's supposed to come.
Ja mam pytanie, czy jest skrzynka na dole.
Oh, nie, to. This is just this is a very coordinate question.
Everything goes from this box.
Yeah, that's that's the laboratory power supply, because as I said at the beginning, this device is new, and the guy that built it, I guess, made some mistake, and it was humming very loudly. So he said, take this laboratory power supply because it has proper filters, and then after you come back, I will repair this. And so that's basically it. Yeah, but it looks, yeah.
Is it bad for the mixer to do that stuff? Or?
No, I don't think so. I never broke one. So
Statistically
safe. Statistically safe. I mean, never anything burned. I don't know if it's possible to actually.
Is it even bad for it or no?
Huh?
Is it bad for the mixer in any way or no?
I don't think so.
Also, just blowing out a mixer in general, is that bad for a mixer?
Well, we are coming to a certain kind of
Conspiracy, yeah.
A little bit, you know. I think that we should be safe. So since we are, you know, following the regular concept, that's fine. But you know, on the hardware hacking idea, there's a one very important condition: never use a high current. Always work with the signals which are like few volts, nothing more. This is the basic requirements. When you go to 220, then you are causing the problem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when we touch 220, we're getting shocked. Okay, so that's why we shouldn't go to this area. Never. So when we go with those signals, they are just signals, regular signals. When we go with the power supplies, they are not higher than in general than 24 volts.
And the good thing is that every thing in the world goes, I don't know why
The mixer is analog.
Yeah, they stop producing analog mixers, high quality analog mixers, like for example, Midas Venice, which is a very high quality mixers, and they don't produce that anymore. Which is a shame, to be honest, because maybe not for live venues, but like for the front of the house, but for on-stage performance, I think all electronic and like electroacoustic, not only experimental, but like regular. I mean, whoever uses a mixer on stage, let's say like the digital mixer will not give you the possibility to quickly use equalization on all channels, because you always have to press select and then you have only one, so you cannot play musically on it. That's the one thing. The other thing is the analog signal. When we were trying to catch these in between kind of resonances that make harmonies, are impossible on the digital mixer, because digital mixer has now like what's the
compressors, filters,
not compressors,
gates,
filters, but the signal is square, so it either falls on that side or on that side. It's not like You
In
cannot
between.
put it in between.
Yes.
So that's the problem, I guess. That's maybe why you're playing electric guitar and not guitar. Well, there are different. Yeah. So it's a matter of preference, I guess. I prefer that it's a higher resolution, even though it's sort of maybe lower quality. Not exactly.
I think well, not the secret, but the point is that you are going from the beginning to the certain level of amplification.
Yeah.
Then all subtle things are quite well. I don't want it very loud, but are loud enough to get them clearly and to work with them. You know, that's the point.
Like
we are shifting up. We are lifting up things which are usually too soft to get them working with your musical imagination. That's why it's very important to go with those piezo. Those
also,
attached to the board.
Analog clip is, if done properly, through saturation, is not harsh. The digital clip is, for me, like something that I don't want to hear ever. The digital clip is just bad, and it breaks speakers because it's not. Let's like understand that speakers are basically some high quality hardware mostly, and you know the analog signal is just soft. That's why I use that device. That even I go seriously clipping here, but I never go on the red here. So on the input it's clipping, but the output signal is still controlled, and then the saturation here brings it like to a warm level where the clip becomes
already distorted and already noisy.
The clip is a musical quality rather than something that bothers you.
So from the basic viewpoint, all looks quite complex. That's one point. There are many things. But starting from the very beginning, when Kuba started to work, he just showed those piezo, like I think the crucial point of the board. The board is amplified, so whatever you are putting there, you hear it. Understand? That's the
Also,
point.
if people are walking around,
and this part is a little bit more mysterious in a way that we don't see what each knobs are doing. You know,
I don't know about that.
Yeah. And then we go to more experimental things, which is very much personal and individual. Here it's more visible, it's open, and whatever you. Okay, yeah.
That's just that. I mean, I know what they do, but I don't know which output goes to which exactly. Right now, I have to learn this.
Kuba, you know why I stop you on the moment on those devices which are mechanical devices? Because in fact they are really different category. We are sending signal to make some kinetic mechanical responses, and with those devices you can touch many things.
Yeah. You can
to get them playing. So they are like a special kind of transducers, mechanical transducers.
I think it could be interesting even to put contact mics on here.
Yes.
And because this looks like a resonator box.
Exactly.
In the future, surely I would like to use maybe Arduino to be able to sequence these, and then switch more to like having really this as my prehistoric electroacoustic modular synthesizer, and here be just able to tweak because I have lack of hands. I need
the nice when Kuba is saying about his prehistoric instrument, okay?
I mean, it was
background. So fun.
I found
it's really relative, of course.
So yeah, I mean, I will go to the rehearsal at 12. So if you want, I can play some short piece.
Please, yes. Państwu nie muszę mówić, że wszystko jest transmitowane na żywo. Od pewnego czasu. Naprawdę leci na stronę studia dla moich studentów. Akademika. Uważamy za pierwszy prolog tegorocznego festiwalu ABA.
O,
Już
zaraz.
Wprowadza program.
Ale dopiero ustalasz.
Konferencja jest wprawdzie we środę, dopiero 13, ale mamy to. I just announced that the first prologue of Audio Festival this year. That's the easiest way, you know, to suck the event. No ale teraz z tobą porozmawiam o wolne te, bo to, no zresztą to jest
Wolne
temat, wezmę cię na bok, wiesz,
wolne wnioski.
wolne terminy. No proszę Państwa, pytania. A przepraszam bardzo, a co to jest ta śrubka tutaj na tym stole, taki kabelek leci czerwony, jakby... Ja się wygłupiam.
Tak myślałem.
A jakich pałek pan używa?
O tak. Nie, właśnie dochodzę do tego, że po prostu tyle tego urządzeń produkowałem, że nie ma jak pałkami grać na tym sprzęcie po prostu.
No właśnie.
To też jest takie do rozważenia. No, ja niestety całe życie mam, my whole life I have a problem with too much beer. And, like, I really think of making it less, but I can't. It's just... but it's not only with beer. I'm just very, I don't know how to say skrajność.
Extremes.
Extremes, yeah. That's one of the extremes. So,
Do you have a more versatile version of this box, like a smaller one? It's already pocket comparing to the drum set. And
in the near future, I plan to maybe cut it in pieces or maybe make a new one. To actually make.
So you take a saw?
Yeah, that's what I thought is possible, to be honest, to just cut every element separately. To be able to equalize
To pack it better also.
Also to pack better. Although I was, well, now I'm traveling by car because I got a car from Korea, and I thought that
the Volvo.
No, the Volvo is I was driving Volvo my whole life. I had 3 different ones, and then I got rid of the car because it was just bothering me the whole time. Something was breaking.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was a problem. And for 1.5 years, I was without a car. Everywhere I played, because I played very different groups. Sometimes I play like this. Sometimes I play regular drums. Sometimes I play electronics. And I just ordered backline, and now it's no problem nowadays. And it's cheaper, to be honest, than driving by car.
Yes. The price of the car is much more expensive than all those costs with Uber, with all those things, that's why.
So I was traveling by train, and it was great. But then I was riding a bike with a trailer to pick up my kid from the kindergarten, and I had a very small car accident with a guy who just drove into the trailer, like driving 2 miles an hour, maybe. Just didn't see. He saw me, but he didn't expect the trailer to be there. So and the kid wasn't there, fortunately. It was dark. It was winter, rain, snow, lights blinding, and all that. And he's like, took him out, and he was like, there's no kid there, but I have to pick him up from the kindergarten. Can you take me there? He's like, yeah, okay. So I left the trailer and the bike on the street, went into his car. We were sitting there silently, and like, imagining this trailer, which was bent actually. So if there was a kid, it would probably be a very shit situation. And then after like 10 minutes of silence, he's like, hey, imagine what other people thought. I drove into your kid, then you left the kid on the side of the road and ran with Yeah, but after seeing this trailer knocked down, and crashed, I am not driving on my bike with the kid anymore. And my mother was changing the car, and she gave me for free this small pleasure without like a salesman version, without the back couch. So only 2 people and a big trunk, and very affordable. Unfortunately, it hurts my back that I have to go to a physiotherapist after every. Well, compromises.
Flexibility.
Okay, I will pack, and I will. What?
You can do camper.
Yeah, camper.
Inside.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, yeah, you can probably. Maybe you can, not me. I will pack and I will go, because I can still make the general rehearsal for the play. I would invite you to a play that is happening tonight with my music. Just based on acid.
Where is it?
In Moss.
In Moss.
Happening in 2 theaters, Ukrainian and Polish theater, meeting actors and meeting in VR.
But that's not part of Sacrum Profanum, because Sacrum Profanum starts also this evening.
I intend to attend.
Regular overlaps.
Yeah, in Krakow is like. Fortunately, it's not like in Warsaw. It's close here, so you can go everywhere. And in Warsaw,
you can transport speakers from one.
For example, in Bydgoszcz, everywhere is closed, but nothing is happening. So you don't have to leave the house. And eventually, you can go to Moscow.
And you can go to another city.
Yeah. Probably. So, thank you for attendance.
So the Piotrek, jaką przerwę zarządzasz? Pół godziny, czy właśnie do tej 12:30 chcesz czekać? Bo ja się zbijam na muzyczną oczywiście.
Tak, właśnie, bo coś tu haczy, wiesz, i to dlatego, widzisz, bo tutaj się tak ociera ten plastik. Właśnie to wszystko wciąż tak się odkrywa, no. Mówię, że czuję się dosyć pogubiony jeszcze w natłoku tych narzędzi, bo mam je od tygodnia w sumie w takiej formie. Bo to tu po drodze było dużo oddawania i naprawiania i się psuło i w ogóle, ale w sumie fajny to jest proces.